We are going to take a look at 9.3 notes, which is our composite figures topic. And our learning goal today is to find the perimeter and area of composite figures. So before we get started, we need to know what a composite figure is. A composite figure is made up of triangles, squares, rectangles, semicircles, and other two-dimensional figures. A semicircle is half of a circle. So that just means that we take the formulas that we used in 9.1 and 9.2 and we divide them by 2, splitting the circumference or area in half. So example 1, it says find the perimeter and area of the figure. And so first we're going to start with perimeter, and this is the distance around the shape. So if I was to walk this and I start up here, then I'm going to walk down, over, and around all the way back to my starting point. That's the perimeter. So it's easy to find the first part of it because when I walk downwards, I'm at 8 feet. And when I walk over, I'm at 6 feet. So we're just going to add 8 plus 6, and we get 14. But now I need to find the distance around my semicircle. And in order to do that, we are going to use the formula that we used in 9.1 and 9.2, and that's our circumference formula. So circumference is the distance around the circle. And so C equals our diameter times pi. But remember, that's for a full circle. So then we need to divide it by 2. So my diameter is my distance across my circle. And so that's 10. We use 3.14 for pi. And then I'm going to divide that in half. So 10 times 3.14 gives me 31.4, and then I'm going to divide that by 2. So divide by 2, and I get 15.7. So now I'm going to take this 15.7 and this 14, and I'm going to add them together. So 15.7 plus 14 equals 29.7. And then don't forget your labels. So we are using feet. So I'm just going to attach FT, which stands for feet, next to that. So the perimeter of my composite figure is 29.7. Now we're going to look at the area. The area is everything for you that's shaded in gray. And now on my screen, everything that is shaded in green, which means I want everything inside that shape. So think of it like you are putting carpet in your house. We need to know, well, how much carpet can fit inside this room. So first, what I do is I break up my shapes. So I first see a triangle, and I see a semicircle, which is half of a circle. So we know that the formula for a circle, for area, is 1/2 the base times the height. So I'm going to do 1/2, my base is 6, times my height, which was 8. 6 times 8 is 48, but I have to take half of that because a triangle is half of a rectangle. And so half of 48 is 24. Now I'm going to take a look at my semicircle. So we know the area of a circle is pi r squared. So pi, we use 3.14 times my radius. And remember, your radius is half of your diameter. So my diameter equals 10. So my radius is 5. So I'm going to do 3.14 times 5 squared, which is the same thing as doing 3.14 times 5 times 5. So let's do that. 3.14 times 5 times 5. I messed that up. 3.14 times 5 times 5. And I get 78.5. but that's the area of a whole circle. So now I'm going to divide this by 2 because it's a semicircle. And I get 39.25. The final step is to add the 2 together. So I'm going to do that over on the side here. So I'm going to add my area of my triangle and my area of my semicircle. So I have 39 and 25/100 plus 24, and make sure you line up those decimals. So 25, 13, carry the 1. So I get 63 and 25/100. But we also need to have a label on there. And so my label is feet, but whenever we do area, we put a little exponent of 2. So it's just saying that we have, this tells us that we found area, while without it, it just says that we found the perimeter. So my perimeter is 29.7 feet, and my area is 63 and 25/100 feet squared.